Hello, my crafty friends. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree, and I'm here with a Thrifty Thursday video. That's where it's an open collab hosted by myself, and anyone's welcome to participate if you want to show your thrifty goodies that you've thrifted from anywhere, even Walmart or Dollar Tree or wherever. If you think it's thrifty, show it on a Thursday and use the hashtag Thrifty Thursday and link my channel at Turquoise Dreaming. So anyway, let's get started on what I have to show you today. Everything's from Goodwill, two Goodwills, except for this. And I just was, cleaning up, and I found this in the other room, and I meant to put it with my postcards, but it was a free postcard from the hotel we were at. We went to Florida. We stayed one night on the way back in a hotel, and it says, "A quick hello from Tavares, Florida." And it's got waffles and a breakfast there with syrup and coffee, and it is a postcard. I saw it on the desk as we were packing up to leave, and I was like, wow, cool, free postcard. So I brought it home. Of course I did, right? So I think this right here is everything I got from one Goodwill, and everything else is from another Goodwill. So I'll show you this real quick. This was actually at the two Goodwills I went to. Now, you know how they have like new stuff sometimes for the season? That's what this was. And this was at one Goodwill, and I'm glad I got it because it wasn't at the other Goodwill. They had a lot of Halloween stuff, but they didn't have this felt garland. And I thought this was pretty cool because what I do with garlands when I get them is take them apart and use them separate, the separate pieces. So, I mean, I even sometimes use the ribbon either on the piece when I put it in the journal. I'll tie a little bow or use it for a topper or something. Or I'll take it off and use the ribbon separately. But yeah, these are kind of, this is stiff felt. And then you have some little fabric there, pieces, or maybe it's stamped, I'm not sure. But anyway, you've got yourself blank on the back and pumpkin on the front. So I thought these were really cute, and that I would like to take this apart and use it in my Halloween journals. And there's quite a few in here. There are, does it say how many? I don't think it says how many are in here because I was wondering. I didn't take, actually there was a bunch hanging on a hook, and then this one was sitting on a shelf, and I picked this one up before I even saw the ones hanging on a hook. It was $1.59. It says 5 feet, and it doesn't tell you how many pumpkins are in here. So if you want to know, before you go, if you go and you think about, whether you want to get one or not, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I think if I counted right, it's 7 little pumpkins. They're not too big, that you can use them for a pocket decoration on a page or even on the front of a journal, or however you wish, whatever you think of. On a card even, if you're going to make Halloween cards, these would be cute on the front of a Halloween card. Anyway, just to tell you the exact size, pretty much exact size, is 5 inches across at this widest point here. And from the very tip of the little stem to the bottom, they're 4.5 inches. So pretty cute. 7, you couldn't make these out of felt yourself in the time you would spend for $1.59. That's what I look at. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can get felt for pretty cheap, but spend the time cutting these out and cutting out the little face and gluing it together. It's going to cost you more than $1.59 in time. So, anyway, then the other thing I found there was these, and it was really weird. These are bridge tally cards, and it's not weird that I found them. It's weird that I found them and they didn't have a price on them. They had these prices that apparently they were somewhere else. Like this says $3.75 on the back, and she put all these in one. There was some in this little bag, and then she put them. I asked somebody, one of the staff, about the price, and this little bag said $3.50, I think. And what was in there? These right here. I was like, these cannot be. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in there in this little bag. and it said $3.50, but it says Kentucky State Parks on the back. So I guess maybe these were a little souvenir in a gift shop in Kentucky, possibly. And they're three. That's weird, different too. They're not usually three folds like that. So that's different. But anyway, I'm just telling you this little story here about how I found these. This one says $2.39 on the back. It is opened, and this one is sealed. And it says, this one says $2.39. And it says, yeah, this one said $2.39 too, so maybe these came from the same place. But anyway, that's what I found, just kind of like scattered around on the shelf. And so I asked one of the staff about it, and she said, no, that's not the price. Let me, I'll tell you what, I'll put them all together and I'll just price them at 99 cents. And I said, that sounds great, because I know I've paid more for tally cards, like at a thrift store, or I did buy some on eBay one time, because, you know, I just don't really find these at thrift stores. I have found them at one thrift store before, and I found some at, I think, at an estate sale once before. So anyway, they're pretty cute. Let's see, I won't open that one right now. It's probably just your normal. Let's just open one of these though. This one is also, looks like it's never been opened, a $3.75 one. But I got all of these for 99 cents. But anyway, let's see. This one, really pretty little flower pattern. I'm trying to see if it has any type of a date. Made in the USA. Hallmark. But I don't see a date, but just, yeah, it's just your regular little inside there, like the normal bridge tally card. So that was a fun find for 99 cents for all of those. I was very happy with that. And that was one Goodwill. And I went to one more Goodwill last week on, when did I go there? I think I went on Saturday. Oh, this was from Salvation Army. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. I know I didn't get this box of cards at... Yeah, I have a little story about the cards. So let me get a few things out here. I got a few things. One non-junk journal thing. And let me see. Let me get all the cards out. Boxes of cards. Okay, so I got 3 boxes of cards, but I already combined them into 2. So I told you this story in another video, so if you think you've heard it before, you maybe have. So, but there was several boxes of cards. I've got 3, but there was like 5 there. I didn't get the other 2. And so I opened one of these. I think it was this one. I think it was the Christmas box, and it had these little cards right here in envelopes. And these are like, it says thinking of you, and they both had a $1 bill in them. I thought that was so cool. And they are from, it says happy belated birthday to so-and-so from so-and-so, and they both say the same thing. Happy belated birthday and Merry Christmas, or it says Xmas, but Christmas. And they're from the same people. And they, one's to one, I wonder if these are two, like, these were 2 kids, 2 kids, for a kid. Because there was a $1 bill in each one. So, I thought that was pretty funny. I paid $1 each for the boxes, and I got $2 back. So, yeah. And in this same thrift store, I told the story in one of my crafty videos, where at the same thrift store, I opened a little box of some kind of little tin or container of some type. I opened it up, and there was a $10 bill in there. So this place doesn't, they're very organized, very neat and organized. I love the Salvation Army, but they apparently don't open the things before. They just price it and get it out, get it done fast. But they don't open things a lot, I think. So yeah, I always, since I found that $10 bill, I always try to open up or shake it, see if I hear anything inside, because you never know when you're going to find another one, right? So anyway, in here, there were these two cards. And this little, these are little thank you cards that were in here, in this box, all in this box. And then this is actually a Christmas card box. So there was these pretty craft colored envelopes in here. And these very pretty, I don't think they're that old, but they're very pretty craft colored. This says Peace, Bless Noel, Pretty Christmas Tree. I really love this craft colored card too. So there's a few of those. So, and these, like I said, these boxes were 99 cents each, but I got a $2 refund. So that was what was in that box. And then this one, these, I thought these were neat. Let's see, there's just some white envelopes here. And then these cards here say you're a blessing, thank you. So of course I can either use those in journals or use them for actual thank you cards with my, you know, any of these really for thank you cards. They're really cute cards. They're all mixed up, but this one says live, laugh, love. That pretty one. Do they have a sentiment inside? Yeah, they have a little sentiment and a little verse. Thank you so much for your kindness. So yeah, these could be little thank you cards. And these are all artist cards too. They have the artist on the back. Little story about the artist. So all these are little artist cards. And then these two are, I already looked at these, so I didn't read this, but I could see that this is about the artists. And these are also thank yous. Excuse me. Thank yous. A couple different sunflower illustrations. Let's see, was that it? Oh, here's another flower. Thank you so much. So yeah, I figure I can always use thank you cards, or either or, in the journal, or as a thank you card. More white envelopes. So yeah, I thought that was a good buy for all those nice cards. They had a couple more that I didn't care for, so I didn't get those. And then I looked through these quite a bit when I was in the store. These are, I want to use these with my, maybe add on to a tassel, or just use as a little dangle on a journal. And they're all Halloween cookie cutters. So I looked at them pretty carefully to make sure what they were, and to see how I could attach them to a tassel, or just, dangle them from the side of a journal. So this little pumpkin, this one has a hole in it. Of course, I can run a string through any of these. This is a cat. And this is, some of them are a little bit hard to tell what they were at first. This is a witch. You see that's her hat right there, and her broom. So that, yeah, they're plastic cookie cutters. This is a bat. See, I can just run a string through there on all these. This is a ghost. And this is, I think this is another bat. If I'm wrong about one, let me know. Y'all do that. Y'all correct me on things, which is fine. You're like, no, that's this, not that. But yeah, I think that's another bat. This is another cat. And this is a pumpkin. So yeah, I thought those are pretty, would be pretty interesting to hang off the side of a journal. I have Christmas cookie cutters too that I got last year, I think. So I'll have those similar to these, but they're red and green. They're really cool. And I showed you in a Thrifty Thursday video last year. I'm sure whenever I got them, maybe it was a couple of years ago, but I think it was last year, because they're not in my Christmas box. They're out. That means I added it on to after I put away my Christmas stuff. I'll show you this real quick before we go on. This is, if you recognize this, it's a coffee mug holder. And at first I thought I would like to use it, possibly. I mean, I still could, but I just don't know if it'll fit, and I don't really need it in my coffee little center, my coffee center. But I thought if I didn't use it in there, I would use it in my craft room, and I could hang tassels on it. Tassels that are, ready to go. Like here, longer ones, shorter ones, just a little tassel holder. So, and I like that. It's probably from the 70s too. It's orange. So I'm thinking it's probably from the 70s. Of course, it doesn't have any kind of date on it. But yeah, I think I actually, either I had one when I was younger or my mom had one of these. So it was really very nostalgic too. So anyway, I thought that was a fun find. Okay, and the rest of the goodies are here, all still from Salvation Army. But I picked up these two. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember yeah, this was from Salvation Army. Yeah, I'm just the price stickers are the colors are confusing me. But I want to kind of see this a little bit. This is like a wallpaper border called Wall Pops. They have it pictured on a stairway here, and there's two of them, same thing. Look like they were never used. So, but they look like an interesting pattern, like a pretty pattern. And they look like, well, they're in squares they're supposed to look like tiles, possibly like ceramic tiles or something. So they're a big square, like that. But different designs, different colors. So, yeah, I thought that looked interesting. You can always cut those up or, use them as a whole. Use it as a page in a smaller journal. This could be a whole page in a smaller journal or, a page with a flip out. So, yeah, lots of things you can do with something like that. And it's nice strong paper, of course. So, two of those. Those are only 99 cents each for a good size roll. There, does it say how much is here? I don't know. Well, I might just put a rubber band around that and not put it back in the little container there so it's more accessible when I want to use it. But, yeah, there's quite a bit there. 13 feet, I think it says. And then two more wallpaper borders. Yeah, I found one. Now this was from Goodwill, I know, because I found one on the shelf, and it was only 99 cents, and it's a whole, it looks like it's all there, and pretty little daisies and flowers and things. Can you see that okay? I think you can see it pretty good. Little daisies and yellow flowers and little pink flowers and little tiny flowers. Oh, and there's a little border up here too. A top, a little trim border. Anyway, yeah, there was one on the shelf, and then I was walking around, looking at the rest of the store before I left, and I found one just randomly sitting around, the second one. I was like, oh, I'll take that. And then this ribbon I found, this was at Salvation Army, and this was 49 cents. I was like, okay, yes, that's right up my alley. It's nice grosgrain ribbon. And there's, there's not a whole lot on here, so, that's why it was only 49 cents, but there's quite a bit, if you can see. There's probably I'm going to say at least 3 yards on there, maybe 4, so you can see. So for 49 cents, cheaper than Dollar Tree for their 3 or so yards that they put on their ribbon spool. 49 cents is pretty good. And the last thing, is this the last thing? Yep. This was Monet set up cards. I don't remember now. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, I like these little kind of artist cards, that are by like Monet or whatever artist type cards that come. Sometimes they're I've gotten paper that are a copy of an artist's painting or things like that. These are just plain white envelopes. So just plain white envelopes. This could be something. I have to see what I want to do with that. Maybe just cut it, at the very least I can cut off the covers and make a tag or a journaling card. But here are the cards. Now let me see, they open up. Yeah, they're just little cards, blank cards. So we've got this this paint, maybe a copy of a painting. Trees. Over, looks like water here. And trees are shadowed in the water. So pretty little. And they're small, they're a nice size. And they're plain, so stick them in a pocket, use them for a little page in a smaller journal. And these two are little people out in the field there. Just pretty little, yeah, it definitely looks like a copy of a painting. So yeah, those are really pretty. So that is it. That's a little haul, pretty small, I would say, but I enjoyed picking up those things, and now I'm going to put them away. And I'm getting out my Halloween stuff, so I'm going to kind of go through what I have with you. I kind of reorganized it already, I think, when I put the Halloween fall de-stash packages together that are in my shop, and I did lower the price on those a little bit. It really is a de-stash, and I really do want to part with those. I needed to have less things. So to get everything in the one container, I didn't want to go to 2 containers, so I did lower the price because that really is a true de-stash. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.